nice quarterback performance. You love that when your quarterback throws to your receiver twice, no less, for touchdowns.
Ouch.
Beautiful start for the Boone Humper. You gotta think, though, that Redonkulous is going to come back in this one with their horses. I'm still going with Redonkulous in this matchup, believe it or not.
Wow. I don't think so. But you can't. That is a great hat on your head.
Oh, yeah, this.
What is that for, all about?
Gosh, I forgot about it. I had this. Compliments of the King.
Oh, the King!
Yeah, the King really getting some confidence there earlier in the week. Made up these new hats and sent them over, and there's Peggy with my hat on and run right into the office.
Let's jump into the King real fast. What is it you like about this team?
Well, I've talked about the King a little bit before. I like what they've done at wide receiver. I think obviously grabbing Michael Bush has been great. I think some of his waiver moves you question a little bit. You think maybe there's a player ahead of that, but the Nate Washington pickup worked out through injury. The Michael Bush obviously through injury. I think he's got enough there. Anquan Bolden's finally found something.
Yeah, very good.
With his quarterback Flacco, that team. The 103 to the winning with the 103 was real lucky. I think this week they put up and they've started off on a really nice course.
That's it.
With that in mind, 140 points is my call for the King.
Interesting about the King, though they are 3-6 in their record. Their points are at 1,119, so they have a sizable point differential from the lower end teams trying to make the playoffs. So if he can get a few more wins, he might start being able to get himself an invitation to the dance.
Well, he's taking on the Mofos, like we said, and I think this is going to be a test for the Mofos. He's obviously off to a great start with 33 points and Michael Bush. Let's see if the Mofos can have a little moxie in the face of 33 out of Thursday night and put something up here and show us that they're really made of some
the Mofos ain't shown moxie all year long, and I don't expect them to do it. I have the King winning this match, walking away. Early projections for that, though, are 133 to 115. Now, let's start from the top. This is rivalry week.
This is.
And so we have some big matchups. Most notably, though, would be the Rollers, a 7-2 team taking on Dr. Dick, another 7-2 team. Rollers are in the East, and Dr. Dick's in the Central.
Right. Yeah.
Huge.
The two top teams in the league, or two of we have the Dick at 3 agreed upon this week, but still a perennial 1-2 matchup. These two teams, let's see who's angry.
This is like LSU, Alabama. This is like, Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Right. Life's been pretty good for these two teams going through so far.
And over the years, too.
They plug and played well. They've had the magic. Now they're going to go against each other. Someone's going to get beat down hard here, I think. Well, it's not going to be tight. Someone's going to show us what they're made of. And I think that team's the Rollers.
Rollers, 146, Dick, 138. Those are the early projections. We do have the benefit of Thursday night football. And Tolbert for the Dick did not perform so well.
Matthews, I think.
Ryan Matthews, even worse. Yeah, Ryan Matthews.
Yeah, not a big night, but you gave him a few points.
He gave him a few points, though not enough. I believe the Rollers are going to take this one pretty easily. When you have LaShawn McCoy going up against Arizona, it's not going to happen. Right. That guy's going to put up a lot of points. Up next, Peaceful Warriors, projected 131-45. Playing the fire-spitting Jimmies, 133-65. Those are the early projections, but we've had some action. What are your thoughts? What have you seen so far?
Well, rivalry week is always fun because you do find these are kind of rivalries between managers that not everybody knows about. These are two old friends really going at it. They love to play each other. They love to. It's a chess match every year. This is the rematch of the championship game last year. Close projections, 131, 133 in favor of the Jimmies right now. We'll see how those adjust down the road. right out of the gates, Peaceful Warrior is a tough one. Jacoby Ford makes a 41-yard catch first quarter and gets hurt and he's out. But not a huge night for Antonio Gates. Phillip Rivers hit projection, but not great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a dogfight. I see the Peaceful Warriors pulling this one out, though. 132-127.
Really interesting. I'm inclined to look at these teams after the night and looking at the matchups. Originally, I thought the Jimmies would have won. And what I saw tonight was a team and a manager who has not prepared his team to go out there and win. I think the Peaceful Warriors have done just that, and I think they will pull out a victory and pretty much end the fire-spitting Jimmy's playoff run. Hey, real fast, Thursday football. We have to be prepared for it. What are your thoughts on these games coming up? I mean, as broadcasters, how do you think these managers are preparing for Thursday?
Well, I hope they were preparing. I think sometimes that first and maybe even the second Thursday night game of the year catches some folks off guard. They didn't realize that maybe they could have grabbed a horse and played it. Demarius Moore, thank you. And
an astute manager.
I think
probably
sometimes
did that.
managers they get through that Tuesday night, get their claims in, check their stocking in the morning, maybe shut it down for a couple days. All of a sudden, oh shoot, there was a Thursday night football game, and I got guys making points on my ass. And I don't even know what's going on.
I'm waking up Friday
remember,
morning.
going forward, Thursday nights, get your players in.
All right, here we go. This is a big matchup. The Morning Wood projecting 128. The Goods projecting 126. Why is this an important matchup?
Well, it is a team where you look at the projections, you think, wow, these teams are evenly matched. Not the case. The Goods right now are the redonkulous for me.
I would disagree.
Explosive. PPR league, when you've got 3 stud receivers going weekly, you're getting production out of Steven Jackson. That's injury proof. And you've got Ben Tate now with a really soft schedule going forward. Morning Wood is going to get beat down again here. These guys put up 150 plus points, the Goods. They're going to do it again this week. They're going to blow out the Wood 116-151.
Really? Well, that's interesting. Just, these two teams are, if you look at the overall numbers for how many points they have scored, the Goods overall have scored 1,203 points. The Morning Wood 1,199, which means they're only 4-point differential. Morning Wood is 4-5. The Goods are 5-4. This is a huge matchup with playoff implications abounding. I look at this though, and I see the Goods. I think they're getting hot, and the Morning Wood is getting not hot.
Yeah.
How do you say muy frio? All right, up next. This is a big matchup. Boone Humper taking on Redonkulous. The early projections were Redonkulous to win 144-116. But the Boone Humper comes out on Thursday freaking night football, plugs and plays Carson Palmer for Matt Schaub and Denarius Moore for Reggie Wayne. And voila, he's got 46 points up with 2 players. Amazing.
Yeah, when I look at that game,
That's not luck, that's skill.
There's no way I can take a Boone Humper team. I know I just stated earlier in the show that Redonkulous was going to win that game.
Well, state it again.
And I look at that 46 right off the bat with 2 players. It's impressive. I still think Redonkulous has got too much firepower. They can make it up like that with their running game and score 55.
What running back?
points.
Arian Foster, and who's the other running back?
Darren Sproles has been really,
going up
like
against
Fred
somebody
Jackson, one of the biggest fantasy producers
Dangerous.
in PPR leagues.
His receivers are not that good. He's got Larry Fitzgerald and some
Larry
other
Fitzgerald
scrubs.
Hopefully we'll find some sort of connection with Skelton.
On the road at Philadelphia. Lots of luck.
But yeah, I think Victor Cruz is just a wonderful player.
Boone Humper wins this game straight up.
Okay,
All right.
disagree.
Last but not least. Oh, did we choose Morning Wood or the Goods? I chose the Goods.
Yeah, I was with the Goods. I
All
said it was
right.
going to be a big blowout.
All right. So last but not least, Mason Colby